Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make your own chocolate chips at home using only one simple ingredient and not only one type. I'm going to show you 6 types of chocolate chips that you can make easily at your homes. Now you don't need to buy chocolate chips from outside. You can use these chocolate chips as you normally would. You can make chocolate chip cookies, muffins, cakes. You can even use them as sprinkles. Just look at those colorful ones. So let's get started. So the only ingredient you need is chocolate. I'm going to use compound chocolate today because it's easily available and it's very easy to handle even for a beginner. I'm using dark and white compound today. You can use any one you prefer. The first thing you need to do is melt the chocolate compound. I have not added any oil or butter to this. It's shiny on its own. You just need to melt it properly without burning it. You can melt it on the stove using a double boiler, or you can use a microwave like I do. Just keep stirring it after every 30 seconds until it's smooth and lump free. Now keep it aside for 5 to 10 minutes until it comes at room temperature. Until then we can prepare our piping bags. You can use a disposable piping bag like this one, or you can simply use a piece of butter paper like I'm going to use today and make your own piping cone. So take a rectangular piece of butter paper and place your thumb at the bottom center and start rolling it from one corner until you reach the other. Now the thumb at the bottom should only hold the cone in place. You do not have to apply any pressure to it. Simply keep rolling the top until you reach the other end of the paper. I prefer using butter paper cones especially while working with chocolate because it gives a nice hold, and also I can make it in any size I want instead of wasting an entire plastic piping bag for just a little amount of chocolate. So our piping cone is ready. You can use a piece of tape to hold it in place, or I don't think you really need it. Just pour the chocolate in. Make sure the chocolate has cooled down a little bit. You do not need warm chocolate, keep this in mind. Also, don't fill the piping bag just up to the top. Keep it halfway through or maybe 3/4 so that there is enough space left for the piping bag to be sealed at the top so that the chocolate doesn't leak when you apply the pressure. To seal the piping bag, all you need to do is make as many folds as you can until you reach the chocolate. So your DIY piping bag is ready and you can use it for making chocolate decorations or to even write on cakes. Today we are going to make chocolate chips, so let's get to it. You do not need any nozzle for this. Simply cut a very little piece from the tip of the bag and you're ready to go. It's always better to cut it smaller first, and then if you need more you can cut it later. So I'm using another piece of butter paper to pipe out my chocolate chips. Butter paper is the best because chocolate doesn't stick to it and comes off very easily. So all you have to do is pipe out small dots of chocolate onto the paper. Now these are choco chips. You can use them for making muffins or choco chip cookies. The other thing that we are going to be making is chocolate cullets or chocolate discs. So for these you need to pipe out a little more chocolate than usual and spread it into a small disc. If your chocolate is warm and if you do not let it come to room temperature, your chocolate discs and chocolate chips won't hold their shapes and they'll flatten out as you pipe them. So in this way you can pipe out as many chocolate chips and chocolate cullets as you want. Just look at that shine. Without any tempering, without adding any oil or butter, our chocolate is shining beautifully. This will only happen if you melt your chocolate properly. Stir it after every 30 seconds and don't burn it. In the same way, I've melted white chocolate. Keep in mind, for white chocolate you have to stir it after every 20 seconds because it's not actual chocolate. So in the same way, I've prepared my piping bag and I'm going to pour the white chocolate in. I'm going to seal the piping bag from the top and I'm going to pipe my chocolate chips. So the chocolate will cool down in the piping bag itself, so it's always better to pipe out cullets first because they are going to spread and you want them to spread. So pipe out the cullets first and then your chocolate will be cool enough to pipe out the chocolate chips. These cullets can be used in place of chocolate chunks for making chocolate chunk cookies, chocolate chunk muffins. In this way you can pipe out in any shape you want and you can make your own chocolate decorations at home and use them to decorate your cakes. If you want me to make a video on chocolate decorations, let me know in the comment section and I'd love to do that. So after piping the cullets, I'm piping out my chocolate chips. In the same way as I did for dark chocolate, you just need to pipe out a little quantity of chocolate onto the paper and simply lift it up. So white chocolate can be a little tricky. It melts really fast and it also sets really fast, so you need to keep an eye on it. Working with chocolate involves a lot of things, and the number one is temperature. The temperature of your chocolate must be correct and the temperature of your room must be correct. It should not be very humid, it should not be very hot, it should not be very cold. So there are a lot of things you have to keep in mind, but let's not get into it. You just need your chocolate to be a little cool before you pipe it so that they hold their shape and don't completely flat out. So after piping out my dark and white chocolate chips, I still had a little chocolate left over. So I'm going to prepare one more piping bag and I'm going to make my favorite chocolate chips. We are going to be making marble chocolate chips or double chocolate chips, or you can call them anything you want. But we're going to be using both dark and white chocolate to make these type of chocolate chips. So I had my chocolate left over in the piping bag. So I'm just simply going to place both the piping bags inside my third piping bag that I just prepared. And I'm going to pipe them together. Now this can be a little tricky because you might get only white or you might get only dark. Both of the chocolates might not come at the same time. So for this, you need to make sure that the tip of both the piping bags must be aligned. So you can pipe one or two and check if the piping bags need to be adjusted. In my case, it came out perfectly and I'm really happy with the results. I've actually never made my own chocolate chips because I never needed to. But a lot of you have been asking me where to get chocolate chips from, or that chocolate chips are not available, or that you cannot get your hands on them. So I decided to show you how to make your own chocolate chips, and I'm really happy with how they've turned out. You can use them for anything just like you would normally use chocolate chips. And talking about these marble chocolate or the double chocolate chips, I have been looking out for them since the time I started baking and I couldn't find them. So thank you guys for making me try them, and I've got my very own marble chocolate chips. So our chocolate chips are piped out and they're ready to go into the fridge. We're going to chill them just for 10 minutes, just until they're set. Until then, I'm going to show you how you can make your own colored chocolate chips. For these, you will be needing some white chocolate and some chocolate color. I'm using powdered color. You can use any oil-based color you have, but please don't use gel color or liquid color. They are water-based and will completely ruin your chocolate. I have divided my white chocolate into 3 parts because I'm using 3 colors today. You can divide it in as many colors as you want, and you can even add more color if you want a brighter color. Simply mix it well until the color is combined and you achieve the desired color. Keep your chocolate away from water at all times. Any kind of chocolate, dark, milk, white, any kind of chocolate, just keep it away from water. After blue, I'm using some yellow chocolate color. And you can combine these blue and yellow chocolates to make a green chocolate later. It's completely up to you. You can use as many colors as you want. You can combine different colors to make a new color. If you want to use chocolate chips just for decoration or just for eating them as it is, you can use the Amul and Dairy Milk commercial chocolates that are available in the markets. You do not need to buy cooking chocolate for that. But if you want to make chocolate chip cookies or muffins or anything that requires cooking, you will need to use compound chocolate or cooking chocolate. Now just like we did for the dark and white chocolate, I'm going to pipe out small dots to make chocolate chips. You can make collets from these as well, or you can use it to make any different shape. I'm piping out chocolate chips using all the 3 colors, and later I'm going to combine them to make rainbow chocolate chips as well. Wait, should we call them unicorn chocolate chips? Of course we should. So after piping them individually, I'm going to put them together into one single piping bag, and I'm going to align the tip of all 3 of them together so that equal amounts of chocolate come out. If you're making chocolate chips and the weather is cold, the chocolate might set into the piping bag and you will need to heat it from time to time, but just do it for about 5 to 10 seconds and don't overheat it. So I tried using 3 of them together, but I didn't really like it, so I decided I should go with 2 colors at a time. So here I'm using pink and blue, and on the other side I'm using pink and yellow. If you can successfully make these unicorn chocolate chips or any chocolate chips that I just taught you, let me know in the comment section and share your pictures with me on Facebook and Instagram. So our colored chocolate chips are piped out. You can pipe them in any shape or color you want, and now is the time to chill them in the refrigerator for about 10 minutes. Until then, let's take out our dark and white chocolate chips. They are completely set, and you can see, I think I'm obsessed with these double chocolate chips. I absolutely love them. Let me know in the comment section which one's your favorite. I think there'll be a tie between marble and unicorn chocolate chips. We'll see. Anyway, once your chocolate chips are set, they'll come right off and you won't have to put in any effort to pick them up. As you can see, our chocolate galettes are perfectly set and they look beautiful. I'm gonna remove all of them and you can store them for up to months. They won't go bad. You just have to store it at room temperature, keeping it away from moisture at all times. If the weather doesn't allow and it's really hot like it's here, you can keep them in the refrigerator, but just keep them in an airtight container. Just look at how beautiful these chocolate chips are. All of them are perfectly set and can be used right away. Our dark and white chocolate chips and galettes are ready and they look amazing. Just look at these dark chocolate chips, these look perfect. I am definitely going to use these marble chocolate chips for decoration. You can use them for decorating cakes or donuts or even cookies. I'm in love with these chocolate chips, and these chocolate galettes are perfect for making chocolate chunk cookies. So it's been 10 minutes and let's take a look at our colored chocolate chips and check if they're ready. They look beautiful. Lift one or two up and you'll get to know if they're set, and they'll come off very easily. If you're not a fan of the good old sugar sprinkles, you can use these colored choco chips as sprinkles and decorate anything you want. The colors look so bright and pretty, and I'm very sure they'll make everything look even more beautiful. Do try them out yourself. You can easily make 6 different types of choco chips as I just showed you. You can use them in any recipe you want and make cookies, muffins, cakes, donuts, anything. If you're new to my channel and you like this video, please subscribe and press the bell icon so that you never miss any video. I put up new easy recipes twice a week that you can easily make yourself. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and I'll see you next time.